Welcome to HTML block and inline styles. In this video, we will explore the fundamental concepts of block and inline elements in HTML and how they impact the display of web pages. Before we dive into the details, let's clarify the distinction between block-level elements and inline elements in HTML. HTML elements can be broadly classified into these two categories based on their display behavior. Block-level elements generate a complete block on the web page, taking up the full available width of their parent container. Each block-level element starts on a new line and typically stretches from the left edge to the right edge of the container. On the other hand, inline elements are confined to their content size and do not force line breaks. They flow with the surrounding content, appearing alongside neighboring elements horizontally. Let's move on to understanding how to incorporate block and inline styles in HTML coding. By utilizing these styles, you can enhance the visual presentation of your web pages and control the layout. Block styles are mainly applied to block-level elements using CSS. This allows you to modify the appearance, such as adjusting margins, padding, borders, and background colors or images. In contrast, inline styles are used with inline elements to make specific text or content stand out by changing properties like font size, color, or emphasis. Now, let's explore some practical scenarios where you might want to use block and inline styles in web development. Block styles are ideal when you need to section off content, create visually distinct containers, or arrange elements in a specific way. Inline styles, on the other hand, are useful when you want to focus on individual text fragments, such as emphasizing keywords or customizing links. While incorporating block and inline styles, it's important to follow best practices for effective HTML coding. Conclusion: HTML block and inline styles play a crucial role in web development. By understanding the differences between block and inline elements and effectively utilizing these styles, you can enhance the visual appeal and layout of your HTML web pages. Always follow best practices, avoid common mistakes, and experiment with various scenarios to hone your HTML coding skills. Firstly, avoid using excessive inline styles, as it complicates maintenance and hinders scalability. Instead, prefer a separate CSS file for applying block styles. Secondly, choose the appropriate HTML element type for each scenario. For example, use a block-level element for major sections and inline elements for inline text styling. Before we wrap up, let's go over some common mistakes to avoid when working with block and inline styles. A common mistake is using block-level elements inside inline elements or vice versa. This disrupts the natural flow of elements and can result in unexpected display issues. Another mistake is applying inline styles to large blocks of content. Instead, opt for block styles to maintain better control and consistency throughout your web pages.